All right, guys, I have something pretty crazy for you. How about an 86 Chrysler Fifth Avenue? Now, this is an oddball car. And the reason I say that is the story on this car is the gentleman who sold this, his mother bought this car brand new. This is a one owner car and it has low mileage. But there's something that's not right with this. I can't put my finger on it, and I'll show you here in a second what I mean. The car is filthy dirty, right? I mean, it's disgusting. It needs a bath big time. But I kept walking by this car for the last couple days and it kept shining, like glistening in the sunlight, even completely nasty as it is. And I just came up to this car to look at it up in person. And I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but this sucker is completely full of metal flake. It's got blue, pink, and silver metal flake like a bass boat. Now, I don't know if she had this thing resprayed or not. All these little shiny things, this is all metal flake. And I imagine this thing would look amazing in the sun. So I'm gonna pressure wash the crap out of this thing. But why? Why would you metal flake this car? I mean, that is ridiculous. I don't know, I gotta pressure wash it. I gotta see what this thing looks like in the sun, because that is just ridiculous. I mean, that is like bass boat metal flake. That is big metal flake. I can almost understand some pearl, but metal flake on an 86 Fifth Avenue? I mean, that's crazy. But anyway, back to the car. This thing is freaking straight. I mean, it's really straight. There's no damage on this car. Obviously, it was resprayed. The chrome is coming off. The vinyl top, you know how I hate vinyl tops, they hold moisture, so I imagine it's probably rotted underneath this thing because it's awful soft. But anyway, it's got wire hubcap wheels, which I think there's a few of them missing. Last time this thing was on the road was in 2007. So right now we have steel wheeled with wire hubcaps with silver, blue, and pink metal flake on a white car with red pinstriping, and why not top it off with some crazy red interior to go with it. And don't even get me started on the gauges. Check this out. Now, I don't know if these gauges are factory or not, but look at, you have gold gauges. Now that is just too cool. Tilt column. But this has 58,000 original miles on this car. One owner. And it does show it. It's fairly clean. The dash looks in pretty good shape besides being a little bit sunbaked. It's not, you can kind of see how it's a little wavy. So the sun got to it a little bit. But you have a rear amp for your radio. This is for your mirror over on the passenger side, so you can control your mirror. Ashtray, which looks like it was never smoked in. Radio, heater, AC, and it did have AC. Controls with multi-fan switch. Glove box. It does not have an owner's manual, but it does have operating instructions and product information. This is not really the owner's manual, I don't think. This is, well, it might be the owner's manual. I was thinking it was for the radio, but most of the time owner's manuals are thicker than that, but that one might be the owner's manual. Anyway, it does have the keys. It did run and drive when he parked it back in 2007, so it might run again. Light switch, defroster on off, You have they call them idiot lights, but warning lights there and there. You got your temp gauge, your alternator gauge, your speedometer with a tripometer, and a fuel gauge. And this is a 3-speed automatic with a, what is it, 5.2, 318. Automatic power locks, power windows all the way across with, oh, hang on. Oh, look at that. It had window locks. So your crazy kids can't roll down your windows. Now that's pretty crazy. This is an 86 and it had a window lock switch. That's probably the oldest vehicle I've ever seen with a window lock switch for the power windows. That is pretty interesting, I will say. But anyway, red interior. So let's see what we got underneath the hood. Front bumper looks pretty darn good. Grill looks good, header panel looks good. Hopefully there's no wasp under here. I have not looked, but obviously someone has because it looks to be popped. All right, so this should be a 318. Yes, 5.2, 318 Chrysler motor. It's got the same coolant recovery bottle as what's in my truck. Copper radiator still here. Looks like it's all complete. Electronic fuel control system. I wonder how much trouble those gave. Probably not too bad considering the ones in my truck work pretty good. Looks to be a two-barrel throttle body injection motor. I figured it'd have a 4-barrel at least with this big of a car. Let's see what the oil looks like. Well, the compressor's free. Oil looks good. This thing might fire right up. Might be worth looking into. But I'm definitely gonna wash this because I'm curious to see what this thing would look like in the sun with all this metal flake. This will be interesting to see. But there you guys have it. A 86 Chrysler Fifth Avenue. Hope you guys liked the video and I'll see you in the next one.